What's going on, everybody? This is Sai from Force Physio. Today we are going over our sideline screwdriver progressions. This is a drill that we like to use to help restore the internal external rotation of our arm bone on our shoulder blade. We start in a supine position flat on our back with our arm in what we call the sagittal plane, and then this is going to be a progression to where we're coming to the side to where we're going to tension that tissue a little bit differently, which typically limits your shoulder internal external rotation. And then we put a little bit of a light load into the hand to help create a little bit of feedback into the nervous system, which is a bunch of technical jargon for just saying we want to be able to get more and more motion through our actual true shoulder joint without compensating through our spine or our shoulder blade. So go to your side position, and I want you to be in a straight line. So if you're laying directly on your side, your hips are stacked, my shoulders are stacked, my knee is stacked, my ankles are stacked. Then I like to bring that top knee to the ground so it rolls your pelvis forward and really forces you to stack your shoulders on top of each other. Because a lot of times people, when they do this, they'll roll back to where they're in this like safe feeling position to where their shoulders are not stacked. So we want those shoulders to be stacked. Start with body weight until you get comfortable with this, and then you can add some load as your brain adapts to the position and the range of motion. So from here, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to reach toward the ceiling, and then I'm trying to rotate as far as I can, and I like to put my hand on my shoulder to feel if I'm shrugging up and down and to feel if my shoulder blade's rolling forward, because I want just the shoulder to be moving. So I'm going to rotate my thumb that way as far as I can, and then I'm going to rotate very slowly the other direction as far as I can. And if I get to here and I keep trying to rotate through my shoulder and I end up arching my back, that's not my shoulder that's doing the motion, that's my spine that's doing the motion. So you want to be able to just dissociate the two from occurring. And then as you're able to move through a full range of motion without any sort of compensation patterns, then we can start adding weight. And this is a movement where less weight is better, I think, because you can have more range of motion. So we'd go from a sideline position like so, and then we'd come up into like a side sit position where we stagger our knees, doing the exact same thing. And then you're in a side sit position again, but on my hand, and then eventually working into a full overhead position. And once you're in that full overhead position, you'll really feel how limited you are in internal and external rotation. And that's not something that we want to force. If it's painful or pinchy or any sort of those things, you need to be able to regress back down to whatever position that you can that doesn't cause any of those unwanted symptoms.